Greetings from planet Elon.
Yes.
From Elon land.
The Elon land.
Welcome to What Elon Said. We're going to review his tweets and content from his interviews. All right. So here we are. Today is February 11th, 2022. 12 hours ago, he retweeted or tweeted out a reply to SpaceX, which was showing the Raptor 2 video. Here, 233 tons of thrust at sea level, up from Raptor 1's 185 tons. That thing looks badass, for lack of a better term. Looks like a lightsaber when you look. Oh my God, there's audio too.
It's hard to believe that's real, you know. And I like how he said how like that is such a leap over Raptor 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then right below it, he responds, he lets you know even that they're going to go even higher by the end of the year. So what is it, 250? What did he say above that inside the original tweet?
Yeah, probably 250 T over F or T,
but
T
above,
by F by end of year.
Can't see what he said initially there.
Where? Oh, right here?
Yeah. So he said that it was initially 185 and they're at 230, which is amazing, but they're going to 250. So that's a drastic increase in power. Yeah. And once they have like 30 of them on each super heavy, that's an enormous amount of increase.
Yeah, you'll have no problem getting Starship up into orbit with that.
Yeah. But I don't know when those are going in. It'll be that power, but I don't know when they're going to go into production.
Well, I know that that's at the top of his mind is Raptor Production, right? Yeah. We had some issues. Was it earlier this year or late 2021?
Yeah.
Where there was some publicly expressed concern about the pace of Raptor production.
That's right.
All hands on deck situation.
That's right. Yes. Another like Model 3 incident. Everyone was
there. This was, oops, lost this here. Okay. A great side-by-side of Raptor 1 versus Raptor 2. You see how much more efficient in terms of parts Raptor 2 looks.
Yeah. That's the simplicity always wins. The best engine is no engine.
Best part is no part.
Best part is no part.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah, and just reducing parts and bringing down costs of the parts involved. Basic first principles thinking.
Yeah,
very representative.
I wonder how that compares to Boeing and other, legacy rocket manufacturers. Are they constantly trying to reduce and streamline?
I mean, it seems pretty intuitive in regards to business and scientific endeavors or technological endeavors.
Yes.
To take that approach, it's very. It'll be a study for, I'd say, multiple generations, understanding how exactly Elon did it so much better than others.
Yes.
And just the way that he looks at processes and parts. And I guess just getting from point A to point B the most efficient way possible. And really like restructuring things like this. Because I think in a lot of ways, it's the issue of, well, that's the way we've always done it, right? And shattering that mind frame that will really allow you to view it differently, view a project differently, and build something out with much more efficiency.
Yeah, I mean, it's, think about this, they're doing it that first principles way, and they're applying it to everything, obviously very efficiently. And then years ago, there was Edward Deming. I don't know if you know him. He was the one that really invented just-in-time manufacturing, and
Okay.
that revolutionized everything. In the U.S., he tried to preach it. None of the manufacturers listened to him. So the Japanese had an interest right after World War II, late 50s, and they all adopted it. And that's how all the Japanese automakers exploded, because they all adopted Deming's philosophy of just-in-time manufacturing. So I wonder if this is sort of the next leap of manufacturing, the Musk manufacturing method of first principles, and if there'll be a like MBA and engineering courses, programs based on his methodology. So right now it's not, I don't think it's being taught, or it has been standardized across, outside of the Elon Musk companies.
No, I think you're right about that. And I think it's an advantage that he definitely has over other OEMs in any industry that he's, dipping his toe into or going full steam ahead in. Like there's so much, right? Like just in terms of this is the way we've always done it, as well as political impact and structural impact of the way the business is structured and run, that just like goops up the machine. It's like
and his, people who leave his company obviously know and start new ones or go to bigger ones and bring it in. They're embedded in that way. But yes, the other ones are not, their model is not to adopt this. But it will be interesting if it becomes the way. This is the way.
I mean, it's something that I've even thought more about now. What in any portion of my life, like what's the first principles view of this happening right now? Yeah, I do think you're right. Like that, it will impact people in business and even beyond.
Yes.
What's he saying here? So greatly simplified, whilst increasing thrust, costs half as much. Later this year, remaining fussy bits will be gone, allowing deletion of shroud. I don't know what shroud is in rocket engines.
I don't know, what is the shroud? That that top part. Interesting. I don't know, but another piece will be gone.
Yeah, what's Shroud Rocket League?
Little
detour here.
Learnings here.
Small rocket engines that provide access to the line very precisely with the opening of the launch shroud. Okay, so it seems like it's a part of it. Shrouds for engines.
Little picture there next to it. See that little
So it's allowing deletion of shrouds. So it's some part, maybe even this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Something will be gone.
Yep, more parts deleted. Let's see what else he said here. Fully and rapidly reusable launch vehicle is a key to a future in which humanity is out exploring the stars. So I think this is one of the animations that we were referring to.
That could be. Well, they had a big, SpaceX had a big, and Elon had a big presentation yesterday.
Yeah, Starship presentation.
I don't know if that's it.
I don't think it's the full. Yeah, this is a 5-minute video. I think this is just the animation of Starship. Some animation of it launching, refueling, detaching from the booster, cool. And then ultimately getting to Mars. But it's epic.
This should be your wake up video every day.
Yeah.
Motivation.
It's so cool. But there's great animation in it. Like if we go to, like it shows the booster. I watched it earlier. I didn't watch all 5 minutes, but it shows the booster coming back down and being caught, like what we were talking about yesterday, right?
Oh,
So
yes. Yeah.
here's, let's just start it from here. Right, so there's detachment here. Main module goes forward, and then the booster coming back for a landing is pretty epic.
Yeah.
But you'll see the giant chopsticks catching it.
That is amazing that it goes to one little spot on Earth.
Yeah, it's fascinating. Great soundtrack to it.
And then they show the next
music.
Wow.
And
then
then
they're going to show the next one lifting off at the same time.
Yeah, but yeah, then you'll see the refueling, and eventually it gets to Mars, and there's a whole scene of a new city built on Mars, and it's the vision.
Yeah.
Clearly animated, so really cool there. Then let's see what else. He retweeted this: launch tower at Starbase will help track Starship and catch the super heavy rocket booster. So this is
right there. That's amazing.
Animation 2 for 45 seconds.
This was definitely not real time. This is accelerated
yeah,
speed,
I'd say so.
Sure.
I don't actually, I can't even tell if this is I mean, this looks like it could be real and not just an animation.
This is probably real when they put it on.
Yeah.
But it seems fast. Maybe not. I don't know.
I did have the thought, how they so precisely align it, if that thing's off by 1 millimeter, it's gonna, and then these arms open up, it's gonna just topple over,
Yeah.
So much precision involved there. Okay, so this is, he retweeted the live link for the Starship presentation.
Yes.
Which, from what I saw this morning, is about an hour and 20 minutes long. I think the
I watched the Dave Lee 5-minute recap.
Yeah, so did I. It was a good recap.
It was very good.
Yeah.
But it's always good to hear them present it, versus someone just saying the 5 bullet points. But I want to watch that later. It should be interesting.
Yeah. It's probably one of those double speed viewings.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, my thought with viewing Elon's discussions are usually like you can speed them up because he does a lot of contemplation and whatnot, but he'll sometimes say things to where I have to slow it back down to normal so that I can take it all in, what exactly he's trying to get across.
Yes.
On that point about the Dave Lee video, the best part I thought about the whole video was like the last, I don't know, like 90 seconds of it, where he's like, there'll be 2 groups here. One is a growing number of devoted fans and believers. And then on the other side is like the other 99% of people in the world that are like, I'll believe it when I see it, and are very skeptical and very pessimistic about the whole endeavor.
That's right. They're skeptical and in denial in a way.
Yeah.
They can't believe something that extreme is possible.
Yeah.
The exponential.
And to some extent, you call them a hater, right? Like they don't even want to see it succeed, because the success of someone that ambitious is, I don't know how to psychologically interpret that when people are frustrated on that level. It's like, right. Maybe it's jealousy or envy. But yeah, I think that comes out.
Jealousy, afraid in a way. It's the classic future shock.
Yeah. I mean, it's endless throughout generations, right? But
yeah,
it's just like there's an element of yeah, all I can think of is the word hatred or distaste for people that break the mold and push aggressively against the mainstream.
Yes, they want people are like comfortable or conservative in general. They don't like their world changed. And that's gonna, they know that something like that will radically change their, even if they'll never see it or do it, their perception of what is possible, what the world is.
Yeah.
Like their way of life is the old
it's
way.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
But, I'm certainly, I think both of us are certainly on the more optimistic, positive side of and hopeful. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Team Elon.
Yeah. And really it is like a mindset, you know, an optimist spot, mindset for the future. You know, it's like we are inundated with endless bad news, it seems, from mainstream media, and I'd say Elon and his companies really like offers a hope that I don't know, once you identify that and feel like you it fills a void, you tend to like go all in, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just it's all media. It's not just the news, right? It's almost every science fiction or near future movie is dystopian nowadays.
Yeah, you're right. It's like
more,
human psychology and not even yeah, the news is just feeding us almost like what we are asking for.
Yeah, I mean,
but some of us aren't asking for that, and so it's like, no, we're asking for more like this.
That's right.
He's providing news and humor and optimism that fills that bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I like it.
All right, so a couple other things here. He liked a Babylon